What up, Soul Fam? Another beautiful day in the Matrix. But today seems to be more of a special day. A special day because the collective is focusing on a particular portal that we can all align to this frequency. We can all align to this timeline. Giving it more intention, not only for ourselves, but for anyone that wants to manifest their greatest timeline, So, let's take advantage. Know in your heart already the version of yourself that has everything that you can ever want. Whether that's healing, whether that's financial freedom, whether that's a career, whether that's finding your counterpart, whether that's just you being free to be your truest self. Visualize this person in front of you. See this person in front of you. Not separate from you, but you in another timeline that has everything that you want, that you desire now. The future doesn't exist. There is only the grand now. And in the grand now, you can create future possibilities of your truest timeline by bringing that idea from the ether to the now. And so there's a version of you that has all of your desires already. Feel this version of you. Feel it so much that you are that version of you. Feel it so much that the universe has no choice but to bring this timeline to the now. Feel it, see it, manifest it, know it, affirm it. Message of the day, my friends. The frequency you hold tonight will echo for months to come. Walk as your future self, starting now. So, tonight, if you have your own rituals, if you have your own manifestation techniques, if you have your own visualizing techniques, or that you use others' intentions or whatever, or you use the ones I put on Patreon, doesn't matter. Once you're done with this ritual, with this visualization, all that stuff, you're going to then walk as if you already have it for the rest of the days to come. This is going to ensure you have all of the things that you've ever wanted in your life. And there is no right or wrong things. There is no right or wrong manifestations. If you want to attract millions of dollars, it's all on you. You are the creator of your life. If you want to help people and at the same time make money for yourself, same thing. The reason why tonight's portal is powerful is because you are matching with other people in the spiritual communities that are also vibing at your frequency, that are also focused on this portal. So we're all in the same timeline right now, of course, jumping everywhere. And that gives this portal more intention, more spiritual activity. Take advantage of this, guys. Truly take advantage. Hello, Singing Bird. Hello, Queen Alien. Hello, Kim. Good evening. What up, Etheric? Hello, Betty. What up, FSBS? Today I started off with a good morning ritual, but over here it's the West Coast, so it's only 5 p.m. over here. So it's still rather early over here. I'm going to start my truest visualization ritual manifestation around 8 p.m. So in a couple hours. But again, I think the important part here, guys, is once you are finished with your visualizations, you have to embody it as well. You can't just bring it here and then just forget about it, right? Right after you're done, even if you're gonna do 3D stuff like watch shows or whatever, you're actively in your mind embodying this future version of yourself, that is already existing. The more you add, it's like adding wood to the fire. The more you add to this visualization in your day-to-day practice, right? The more it comes to the now. The more the timelines reach you. You become a magnet for these timelines. And again, it doesn't matter how you get there. There are infinite ways to get there. And you don't have to visualize how you get there. You can skip all of that. You can go straight to when you're already there. So the way to get there is just going to be unique to you. When you embody your future self, which is yourself now, you're going to be taking action towards things that align with that future self. Because action is also crucial. You can't just wish and not do anything. Because when you don't do anything, you're not embodying that version of yourself. If you want to be a healer, you want to create a spiritual business that heals people, speaking your truth, you have to embody yourself as that identity. I am now a spiritual teacher. I have what it takes to help others and guide them to themselves. Even if I still have to work on myself, it doesn't matter. I know my truth. This is what I'm supposed to do with my life. And you start walking like that. Like you're already there. Not like you're going there. If you create a YouTube channel, you look at your YouTube channel with hundred thousands of followers already. Even if there's zero. Hundred thousands of followers. You create your first YouTube video, hundred thousands of views. Even if it doesn't get any, if it doesn't even come close to that, it doesn't matter. Hundred thousands of views. Every video, hundred thousands of views. This is how the universe works. There is no logic in this. Logic is a limit. If you want to start a community for people, or leave your hometown and create a life of travel for yourself, of freedom, nomad, whatever, no matter how scary it looks, when you embody that version of yourself that has done it already, it won't be as scary anymore because you know it's done. So now you just express with your fullest passions. So if you guys are still having trouble and, truly manifesting your desires, it's because you're not embodying this version of yourself that already exists. You're not going all the way in. You're not putting all of your chips in the poker table. Taking that big leap of faith, right? It's not even a leap of faith because you know that version of you already exists. So all you're doing is just matching to it. Matching to it and slowly bringing it here to the now. Which is your birthright, by the way. Your birthright is to manifest anything you want because that's what you are. You are creation, creating at the same time. In the spiritual realm, we manifest instantaneously. Whatever we're looking, whatever we're focusing on or thinking on, it manifests automatically. It's not only your birthright, it's literally what you are. So if you want to manifest money in your life, don't feel bad for thinking that. This is a playground for souls. Think about it, right? If you have a future version of yourself that has all your manifestations, your house, your car, whatever, do you think that future version of yourself feels bad for having those things? No. Fuck no. These are all limits. If you guys aren't feeling so well, visualize a version of yourself that's already healed. Visualize a version of yourself that's done already. The clearing feels never ending, honestly. It's been incredibly frustrating. But what else to do but keep walking? It's time to speak greatness into yourself, Etheric. Sometimes we manifest that same timeline over and over again because we keep adding to that like wood to the fire. If we tell ourselves, I'm already healed, it's not frustrating. This is a part of my journey. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. God already has my back because it's happened already. You bring that towards you. But again, embodying it. Embodying this version of yourself that's already healed. This version of yourself that already understands. Even if you don't know how to get there, that's the fun of this place. That's why we come in here. It's fun in here. Appreciate you, Edgar. Thank you for connecting and continuing to show up. Thank you for being here, Brian, and I appreciate that comment as well, man. Genial, genial, Edgar. De acuerdo, estás diciendo la verdad. Of course. Yes, yes. That's how powerful our mind is, you know? This is why there's so many restrictions in this world. Because if we all just began to manifest our greatest timelines, there would be no control anymore. There would be, I'm talking about the elites, right? They wouldn't be able to control us anymore. They keep trying to distract us from our inner world and bring us on the outside. Look what's happening over here. The Diddy trial, blah blah blah. Look over here, distraction. Distracting you from your greatest asset, yourself. Yeah? And there are many ways to do this. You know, you don't always have to just visualize a future version of yourself, right? You can truly connect with God. God really is an entity out there as well. There's a representation of God as an entity, mother and father, and you can feel them. Feel them as much as you possibly can and pray to them as well, like as if you're their child. You can visualize this. This is what I have done. Visualize yourself as God's child and then asking whatever desire that it is that you want. Please, God, bless me with this. But don't say it with like, please, please, you know, like begging. You have to say it like as if it already happened already, right? Because that's the power of God. If you know you're speaking to God, God itself, God comes to you in your mind or in your visualizations, in your feeling, and you ask God, God, I want the blessings of, let me get more views in my YouTube, right? Let me reach more people. I know this is what I'm supposed to do with my life. I know this is my soul's purpose. Let me reach more people so I can speak more of my truth. My truth is going to help others, right? And if you feel that God listened to you, know that it has happened already, because God is all powerful, all knowing, and all wise. So of course it has happened already. Like that. Done. It's the same thing as the law of assumption. That you're using the law of assumption as well with your praying. It's the same thing. Right? Yeah, I rationally understand all that, but the clearing still needs to happen. Just gotta sit with it. Otherwise I can't move forward. Visualize yourself already cleared. Visualize yourself already done. Maybe this is what you can do for Lionsgate. Visualize yourself already in a version of yourself that's already done your healing and you're already cleared. And on the way there, right, you're going to begin to magnetize this healing. It's like embodiment. It's the same thing. But I totally understand. Shadow work is also very important. It's like you could use the law of attraction, the law of assumption, plus shadow work, inner child healing at the same time, all together. You know. FSBS, Edgar, I have a question. Not out of fear, but today I felt watched by someone outside of the window with a black car. I saw them move 4 times around now. Are they stalking me or are they just adoring me? They were looking out. Were they looking into your house? That's weird. No, but driving around. Okay. It's a possibility that they were just probably looking for something. Or it wasn't you at all that they were looking for. It doesn't, I'm trying to feel you, FSBS, and I do feel a little bit of concern. I'm not gonna lie. I know you said not out of fear, but I do feel a little bit of concern, right? Which is a very small form of fear. Did you do anything to anyone or whatever that might inhibit some type of behavior like this? And if you didn't, then you don't have to worry. Hello, AK. Thank you for being here. Distractions all the time and everywhere. True, that's why you gotta go inside. That place is the only place that there won't be any distractions. Meditate. Listen to this type of music. No matter how long it takes. Sometimes I know it's difficult to meditate, but if you sit with yourself until you finally get to that state where you're calm in your subconscious, there's no distractions there. And here's the thing, when it comes to meditation, it's not like, oh, I'm here now, right? I'm here in this state now. It's like, I'm going to get into this state. Oh, I got out of it. Oh, let me go back into it. Oh, I got out of it. Oh, it's bigger now. Oh, I got out of it a little bit. It's okay. Keep going, right? It's just like this, like this, like this. You just got to kind of just keep going, and relax. Tell yourself, like, I'm relaxing now. I'm calming down now. My soul is calm now. All these things. Edgar, could I please get a guide message if you can? Anything that puts me forward deserve better than what I'm currently experiencing. Okay. Yeah. I think the first thing you need to work on, Etheric, is this, because I can kind of feel your energy right now. And it feels like your inner child is in a kind of like a victim energy, which is not negative. Well, it is negative, but it's, don't judge yourself for having this, is what I'm trying to say. Why me? Why is this happening? Why do I go through these things? It's not fair, right? These type of things. Look to this energy, right? Observe it with your awareness and your consciousness. This is what you truly are anyway, right? You're just awareness and consciousness. So try to truly feel this, and with your mentalism, okay? I keep hearing there is no way out but in. There is no way out but in. And it might be something inside of you. This is feels like your guide. Okay, there may be something inside of you that wants to look on the outside for a solution, right? But the solution is within you, right? This is something about you that you need to change. Okay, which is most likely related to this inner child thing. So look into that, focus onto that, and also, like I said, like I told you earlier, visualize yourself already healed. Visualize yourself already feeling good, no matter who's around you, right? I think there's people around you that are not. You're kind of giving your power away a little bit, maybe just a little bit. Again, yeah. All right. Odez, Gateway Guy, what's up, my man? Thank you for being here. Let's go. All right. How do we prepare for Lionsgate? Okay, so the best thing that you can do for Lionsgate, and you can do this up until the 12th. Okay, the portal doesn't truly end right up until the 12th, but what you have to do, or what you can do, is the best way to manifest your abundance is by visualizing a future version of yourself. And it goes with energy, frequency, and vibration. So it has to be a visualization, which is the mental body. And then you're going to want to feel this mental body as well. So this is the emotional body. You're going to be your astral body, basically, or around your astral body. And you're going to visualize, feel, and see the scenario of your future self that has everything you want already. Right, so let's say you want a career and you want to manifest a business, right? And you want to have financial freedom, okay? Or you want to make millions or whatever. You visualize yourself in the state where how you would feel in that situation already. Right now, how you would feel. A version of you that is already there, yeah? And you feel this as much as you possibly can until you feel that version of you being here already. Once you do this, right, you already connect, completely with this timeline, and it is almost impossible for the universe not to begin to magnetize this timeline towards you, even if it's slow. Yeah. Now, there's a lot of techniques and rituals that help with intention, because it's easy to just say it and then, try it. Although you can do this. You can look up online. They're everywhere, right? I even have one on my TikTok. I put one on my TikTok, one on my Alchemist circle. If you can go to my TikTok, I have it there. I have some on my Patreon if you guys want to go check that out as well. I think I even put one on the YouTube community posts here on my YouTube, so you can go check that one out, right? But use any of those, and they will all help you for intention. Once you are done with that, yeah, you're going to embody this version of yourself like it's already there. And I think I was talking about this earlier. Let's say you want to create a YouTube channel, right? You once you do this visualization, the next day or whenever it's time, you create your YouTube channel, and you are already telling yourself this YouTube channel already has 100,000 followers. It's done, even though there's 0. You create your video. This video has 100,000 views, even though it might get 2 or 3. It doesn't matter. You keep doing that, you keep feeling that, and you keep embodying that. And eventually, with time and delay, right? Time, the energy out there that you're emitting, the experience out there that you are shooting to the universe will come to you, and then a piece of abundance will hit you. That's how manifesting works. Okay, so do all those things. Embodying is very important because people just want to have rituals and then they just forget, right? They don't want to keep embodying that version of themselves that they created. They just created the timeline, and now they just go back to their regular selves again, and then that timeline starts to fade, right? So you want to hop on that timeline every single day. It's okay that you get triggered too. It's not about always being in a high frequency. It's just about the law of focus. The law of focus says whatever you focus on, you'll begin to bring it here. If you're focusing on negative timelines, or I don't know if I'm there yet, or whatever, that's where you're going to be at, right? But if you focus every single day embodying that version of yourself that already has what you want, there's no way the universe can't bring it to you. All right? And that's what I did. I did that for 2023 on the 8/8 portal. And then I did it last year as well to manifest my social media presence. Exactly how I told you. 100,000 of my followers. 100,000 blah, 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 right? Even if right now I'm not getting too many views, I know eventually I'm going to get views. Eventually I am. That's just how the universe works. So I'm not worried at all. I'm embodying who I am, right? It's like an identity that you're embodying, or a future identity, and you let go of that old identity that says I can't, I don't know if I could, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? And I give you that exact ritual actually that I used in my Patreon, so go check it out whenever you guys want. Okay, we got a super chat. First super chat of the live. Lorena. Hola, Edgar. Is there any special messages from angels and gifts today in this Lions portal? Thank you. Lots of love, light for you and everyone. Show me Lorena, please. There are times, Lorena, where you judge yourself or even probably even shame yourself at times for wanting certain things or even trying to manifest certain things. And this shame or judgment of self comes from like a lack of things, a lack. I don't have this, I don't have that, so why should I even try to have that, right? Why should I even go for this? And it's an internal voice, it's not in your conscious, it's like a subconscious thing, okay? This is what your guides are showing me. Your guides want you to put more trust in your guides as well. Sometimes you don't put trust in them. Yes? They want you to literally know that they are beings next to you at all times. Know in your heart. Because sometimes it feels like doubt comes in. Even though you know their guides are real and stuff like that, a little bit of doubt comes in. Maybe even block them. Know that they're there. And talk to them all of the time. That's what they want, right? In your mind. You don't have to go talking out loud unless it helps. This is going to help you develop an even bigger relationship that you already have with your angels and your guides and your ancestors. And they will help you manifest your life. They have been guiding you very, very slowly towards your healing, because there's healing to do, obviously, and towards the life that you want to create for yourself, which you are actively creating already. All they need from you really is like faith, right? Basically, faith that turns into a knowing. I know they're for sure, 100%. Instead of I think. No, I know, right? Now for this portal, basically do what I said, or whatever variation that you want to use it from, but visualize yourself. Visualize yourself with all the manifestations that you have already, and then embody her. She's out there in the ether. She's out there in the spiritual realm. In your imagination, she's out there. Bring her here. Be her. No matter the challenges. Even if your frequency dips, return to her again. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, okay? What's up, Matt? How you doing? I'd like to get some guidance from my angel guides about my irritations or anger, lower energies, and thoughts I've been experiencing. Okay. I want to communicate better with my sis, especially for a better relationship. Okay, what I'm seeing right now is the more you embody, I guess embodies the word of the day today, but the more you truly enter this version of yourself that is more Zen, FSBS, right? And lets things go, because there's sometimes where there's friction between you and this other person, your sister. Um, if there's a situation brewing and you start feeling like it's gonna go to that spot, right, where you're doing this, you have the power to just stop that by just relaxing and just letting it go. There's no one that's gonna win or anything. That's very hard even for myself. I had to learn that as well, right? When I'm not, you're not here to win an argument. You're here to just not be in that at all. And the more you do this, okay, the less your sister is going to, try to do anything anyway. It's like it's useless. You know what I mean? Because I don't need to do this anymore, right? And then eventually your relationship will start getting better with time because of the energy you're emitting. It's like you're up here now in your energy, right? You're no longer matching this lower energy when it comes to this situation. Okay. You know what I like to do with irritation and anger, practice pausing after every time, because you can feel that you're an empath. You can feel when it's coming, and I mean the argument, the disagreement, the anger. You can feel when it's gonna start to come right before, right? Take a pause. Take a deep breath and reflect on the situation at hand. If it doesn't need your energy, you can just be like, you know what? No worries. I have to do something anyway. Excuse me. Boom. And just leave. Right? Go somewhere else. Go outside and talk to the sky and to the birds and talk to your guides. It's very powerful if you do this, Okay. What up, Dennis? How long will this portal be open? It's until the 12th. So don't worry. The peak is still on, even if you missed A8 wherever you're from. The peak is still going on with all of the collective right now. It's literally right now, tonight as well. It's gonna be a peak. Peak energies. What does this portal imply exactly? Don't know much about it. Only heard. Well, if you want to know more about the portal, go check out my Patreon. I talk more about it, right? But it's just a portal where all the collective comes together. The 8-8 is in numerology. 8 is representative of infinity and abundance. So again, numbers carry intention. You can match to that intention, and you can match to that abundance. There's also something happening astrology with the planets, Sirius, the sun, and I forgot what else it was, but they're aligning, okay, and they're aligned right now, basically. And I talk more about this on my Patreon, but they're aligned and they create a portal, right, to an easier way to enter the spiritual activity while we're here in the 3D, okay? Matt, Edgar, please, Edgar, I need a message from Spirit. After being a month living with my girlfriend, now in solitude, I felt into a negative vibe of boredom and lack of will. Please need help. Yeah, okay, got you. Let's see what Spirit has for you, yeah? Remember, these messages that I give you guys are going to be super quick. They're not going to be super in detail or anything like that. If you do want a reading and a consultation with myself, the Link will be in the video description down below, and also my Patreon is also in the video description down below. Yeah, it seems like you kind of already had this inside of you. Maybe this is like a trauma that you already kind of had inside of you, uh, um, and stuff like that. It seems like you had a inspiration because you were. There's like an idea in your mind that if I'm with somebody, I'm getting this inspiration, right? This person was giving you that inspiration. So I think the universe at this moment, right? Everything happens for a reason. So the universe is giving you the opportunity to find that will within yourself without relying on somebody else. Okay, does this make sense, Matt? So again, this is all part of you growing into maturing as a spirit, as a soul, giving you something, and then taking it away so you can not rely on this attachment to somebody else and more rely on your own strength of will. So there are things, Matt, as well, okay? I think this is your spirit team is saying this. That there are things that you do like to do. There's a fire inside of you, even though it's very small. It's like passions that you have. Some of them may not go with the societal consensus, but it doesn't matter. Act upon these passions. Even if your will is not there yet, once you start acting upon these passions, with the passions themselves, you can feel the energy of those passions, and those will be your will. Does this make sense? Self-sabotage and dopamine. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Another thing too is tonight's a good night for you to visualize yourself already healed, Matt. Right? Visualize a future version of yourself walking through a portal, meeting you. Okay? A version of yourself that's already acting out of your passions, acting out of that inner fire in your heart. Again, like I said, I have a post on here on my community post or here on YouTube that's going to help you with the law of assumption. I have a couple videos on what to do for tonight, the Lionsgate, on my Patreon as well, if you guys want to go check that out. But again, visualization, embody who you truly want to become already. If there wouldn't be any, look, you still have will, right? Or else you wouldn't have been here trying to ask for help. If you had no will, you wouldn't be here being like, hey, I need help. That's your will, right? So feed that will. It's still there, So also be careful with your words. If you keep telling yourself, I have no dopamine, I have no will, I have no self-sabotage, you're kind of creating that, yeah, right? So begin now to again visualize a future version of yourself that already has the will that you want, already has the passions, the fire that you want. And even if it hurts right now to do so, begin to embody that version. Every single day, the universe will begin to magnetize your abundance, basically. Okay? Dennis, yeah, I got. Let's see what you got, man. Let's see what the universe has for you. Okay, 543. I'm starting to see with you, Dennis, in my third eye. I see many options for you. Okay, and I mean like pathways towards your greater timelines. And there's like one timeline, like a destiny that you have, and then there's a bunch of pathways in that destiny. You know what I mean? But again, I do feel you sometimes just looking at them. Right, this being you, I guess. I feel you in just kind of looking at them, and not knowing where should I go, right? Not deciding with direction. It doesn't matter which one you go to. They're all part of this one destiny anyway. Pick one and go for it with absolute confidence and will. Okay? Absolute confidence and will. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm gonna do this as for my career or anything like that. I'm just saying like, if today you felt like going out and going, sitting next to a tree and trying to visualize your guides, or you have this urge of, I want to talk to my star family, right? That's a direction. It's all spiritual, right? You choose it and you go for it instead of like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I could even heal. No, I probably won't do that. I don't know if it's right. No, just go. Don't think so much. Yeah? Okay. Hello, Sarah. Let's go, FSPS. That's right, tomorrow's the full moon, so it's like matching perfectly. Tomorrow's probably going to be even more powerful, although today we'll still probably get the power of the full moon anyway. So it's going to be, look, if you truly feel emotional body, right? Because that's what the moon does, it moves your emotions. If you can feel yourself, your future self, tonight and tomorrow night, the version of you that already has the abundance, the finance, the healing, and all that stuff, if you can feel yourself as that version of you, the universe will have no choice but to bring that here. And it's going to be easier with the full moon. Take advantage, y'all. Take advantage right now. It doesn't have to be, if right now you're not feeling so well and you have some negative emotions, don't visualize you with all your finances, right? Financial freedom. Just visualize you in a healed state already. Visualize, I already figured it out. You don't have to know how to figure it out. That's not how it works. You just have to skip all of that and get to where you already are. Then once that happens, the road to there will become more clear, because now you're matching to that frequency. And again, when this happens, because I know this happens with you guys, happens with me all the time. You visualize what you want, and then the next day or that day or whatever, you start seeing little signs. You start seeing little pathways, and maybe you won't take them, but okay, just pick one. Pick one and take it, and keep going and keep going and keep going, and eventually, boom, you get to that version of you, while still embodying that version of you over here. Okay, guys, I'm not going to be on for much longer. I'm only going to be on until, well, basically 15 minutes from now. I'm a little tired, I'm not going to lie. So I kind of want to rest a little bit before I do my visualizations and stuff. I've been going full force on the content. Full force. So I'm just a little tired. Let me see. You're welcome, Etheric. Thank you for that message, man. Appreciate that. You felt stuck lately, Dennis. Yeah, like the universe. That's what I saw in my third eye, Dennis. The universe provides you with paths to take, right? And by you thinking that you're stuck, right? It keeps you there, you know. So just you gotta have like a bit of courage and just kind of go for it, you know. Again, it could be something super small. I'm gonna meditate today. That's a path. Even if, because I know there's a voice telling you, oh, you're not gonna heal if you meditate or whatever. Who cares about that voice? Just do it. Right? Hello, Scooby. Kept missing these. Busy. Hope everyone, imagination, visualizations. Absolute best tonight and forward. Let's go, Scooby. Thank you for being here. Love your generous spirit. I will visualize and meditate on my grid and do moon rituals. Let's go. Do I have a neuro Do I have to narrow my manifestations? I want so much. Just visualize. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is whatever it is that I need in the moment right now is the thing that I'm gonna visualize the most, right? But again, it doesn't matter. If you want to visualize yourself having $1 million, just do it. Don't hold yourself back. If you want to visualize yourself with a new house, or paying off your parents' house or something like that, something that comes from the heart or whatever, right? It doesn't matter. Just do it. Visualize that person that already exists. Feel how it would feel to be that person that already exists, which is you. And then embody it. All the freaking way. All the way. I was saying a little bit earlier, I don't know if you were here, but if you were trying to manifest a YouTube for yourself, right? Visualize this YouTube already with 100,000 subscribers, already with 1 million subscribers, whatever. Even if there's 0, you create your first video, visualize it as 100,000. Even if it gets 2 views, and just keep doing it over and over. Embody this version of yourself, this identity. Eventually, something will work out. Eventually, boom! The universe, with its delay here in the 3D, boom! It brings it here. Because it comes in waves. This is how the law of rhythm happens. It's not just, oh, abundance forever now, right? It comes abundance, no abundance. Abundance, no abundance. That's how the law of rhythm works. How can you protect yourself from energy vampires? The first thing you gotta do is not be around them. It's very, very simple, right? Protect yourself from their energies. If you have to be around them, like if it's your job, or something like that. First of all, if you're in a job that you hate or something, get a part-time instead. Get another job instead. Go somewhere else. You don't have to just quit your job and then not work, right? Leave that job if you can and go to another job. Meet new people. Maybe when you meet new people, you might vibe with some of them. And obviously put the intention that I want to go to a new job, God, and hopefully I can meet people that can vibe at my frequency. Right? Even if that job probably pays a little bit less. Doesn't matter. You have more freedom in your mind now. Right? Whatever. So that's number 1. Or number 2, I guess. And also, this whole game that we're playing here, right? It's all about grabbing the power that you thought you didn't have, right? Or that you thought energy vampires were taking. Grabbing it and bringing it back to yourself. And the way to do this is not by saying, hey, energy vampires are taking my energy, because that's impossible. That's just an experience that we're creating, right? Because we are creator beings. What's actually happening is that you're giving your power away by saying these things. So watch your words. Watch your intentions, right? My brother's an energy vampire, and while he doesn't live with us anymore, he came for a few minutes today. We didn't even interact, but I felt it in my energy. Here's the thing. Okay, and this is something that empaths do a lot, okay? You label yourself as an empath. And you tell yourself, well, I can feel energies and I can feel all the darkness, right? But you're already creating an experience for yourself where that happens. You label your brother as an energy vampire, so no matter what, when you're there, you're going to feel his lower energy because you're matching to that. You don't have to match to that. And I know it's difficult to do this, but as soon as you figure this out, it's actually pretty easy to do it. You don't have to match to his lower energy. How do you do this? You have to start looking at the world as beautiful. You have to stop taking things so personally and so seriously. It's just a game for souls to have fun, no matter what happens. When you begin to do this, interactions like this one are much lighter now because you get to see God in everything, even in negative people. When a person is negative, they're not an energy vampire. They are just projecting things about themselves that they hate about them, fear that they have inside about them. It has nothing to do with you at all. Nothing. They hate themselves. That's why they throw hate at you. That's it. If you didn't take it as personally, right? And you start looking at the world from this perception, you're going to see God in everyone. You're going to start seeing those people as little children that are hurt, not energy vampires that are negative. Little children, unconscious parts of God that don't know, right? And I know this is difficult, but it's not really that difficult if you practice it every day, right? That's what we're here to do anyway. We're supposed to love unconditionally no matter what. That actually is more power when you do this. It gives you power. It just depends on how you perceive things. And also your words. Words are spells, man. So don't give your power away too easily. Watch how you say things in your words as well, okay? And I get it. A lot of people in the spiritual community use these type of words, energy vampires and all that stuff. Again, the whole game in here is about giving yourself your power back that you gave away for free. That's the whole game, right? So always return back to this mindset of like, I'm always good. 555 on the clock. I'm always with my power no matter what. No one can take away my power. Ever. I'm always able to see things outside the box. Negative people are around me? No, it's just little children of God that don't understand that they're God yet and they're unconscious. So now they're expressing lower energies from their own personal traumas that have nothing to do with me. And you remind yourself of this every day and you tell yourself, life is beautiful, life is beautiful, I love my life, thank you for my experience, and wake up with gratitude. The more you do this, man, it's just impossible for anyone to get to you. And even if they do, it's a lot easier to provide perspective so you can let go. You know what I'm saying? No, he absolutely hates himself. And he doesn't know. Here's the even crazier part. He doesn't know that he hates himself. Because, again, we're only moving from 5% of our conscious mind. The rest is our subconscious that we have no idea about. Even us. We're probably a little bit more in tune with our subconscious. That's why we can feel things. But people out there, right? They have no idea what's going on in their subconscious mind. They just think that their conscious mind, which is the 5% of themselves, is themselves and that's it. So when they're moving with fear and anger, right? They think that they're actually dominating or whatever. Right? An illusion. But in reality, in their subconscious, they're afraid. Or else they wouldn't have to fucking express fear or dominance or anything like that. Or hatred. My problem is that I gave him that label because I noticed his effect, energy. What should I do? You gotta start working on not giving him that label anymore. Remember, like I said, you gotta start looking at him, right? And it's gonna take a little time, but you just remind yourself every time. And if you fuck up, right, that's not a big deal. Don't judge yourself on it and return again, right? But tell yourself like, oh, he's just a little boy. It's his little boy, by the way. That's the reason why he's hateful. It's his little boy that's hurt. His little boy is hurt right now. And he's unconscious to that. And so I decide to show compassion for that and understanding. Doesn't mean I'm going to let him screw with me. Doesn't mean I'm going to let him mess with me. I'm still going to put my boundaries up. But I understand, right? It's the whole game here is like is all a mindset. It's like perception. You know what I'm saying? It's all mentalism. And it starts with the heart, obviously. You know? And you can do this, Singing Bird. You know, you're a very empathetic person. Should come to you easily. Practice this, yeah? What to do when other people energy drain and affect us, even if we are positive and happy. It's the same thing that I just said, Priya. It's the same thing, okay? You gotta look at it from a different perception, okay? Even if you are positive and happy and they drain you and they affect you, again, tell yourself, their energy doesn't drain me. Their energy doesn't affect me. You know what I mean? This is what wisdom is. Wisdom is being able to see things from the highest perspective possible. And the highest perspective with the 5D, right, and higher, they don't look at energies like we do. We look at things as that's a good person, that's a bad person. They don't look at it like this. They look at things as expressions of energy. There is no good and bad over there. There is no wrong or right that you can do. It's just different truths, different expressions, different ways of expressing themselves, right? Some are lower expressions, which come from trauma and pain because they don't understand that they are God. They don't understand that they are consciousness. Once you awaken and you understand that you're a consciousness, then you're going to start moving from love. It's very simple because you know you are connected to everything. So you love everything because you love yourself. Because you are everything. Yeah? Again, perception controls reality. Try to look at life from wisdom. Boom, higher mind. People trigger me. It's okay. They're little people. They're little kids with hurt inner childs. Their energy has nothing to do with me. Don't take it personally. I had to learn this. This was a harsh lesson for me because I would take things personally. Even after I learned this lesson, I went back to taking things personally again. But we have to learn this. This is part of the evolution. Don't take this place so serious. This game that we're playing here as souls, right? This play, a sport, whatever you want to call it, the illusion of this place. Don't take it so serious. Seriously, whatever. Have fun, you know, relax. Everything, there's always a reason for everything, yeah? Mindset and perception. Okay, gotta get out of here. Edgar, can you please answer my question? I got skipped. Yeah, I got you, Ridma. This will be the last one, okay? Edgar, can I get a message from my guy? Hi, it's good. Life is a little bit stressed lately. Well, okay. Why are you stressed? Is it because the things around you aren't exactly how you want them to be, Ridma? Is it because you're trying to manifest something and it hasn't come yet? Is it because you're trying to be with somebody and it's not here yet? There's an attachment that you have here, and why this is probably why it's stressing you. You're attached to something. You're attached to an outcome. Yes? Future worries. There you go. So you're attached to future worries. So you already answered what it is that you need to do, right? You need to understand that time doesn't exist, okay? So future worries don't exist unless you focus on them. Now you're creating those future worries and you're bringing them here. Okay? That's how the universe works, through energy, frequency, and vibration. Okay? As long as you let go, and I don't care what worries you have, it really doesn't matter, no matter how severe they may seem. As long as you return to the present, those future worries will go away, and the universe will begin to match whatever frequency you're vibrating at in the moment. And whenever you're in the moment, it's always a neutral, higher frequency. Always, because you're not looking to the future or the past. You're here. You return to neutrality, the observer, right? Higher energies. When this happens, whatever happens in the future is going to be connected to this frequency now. No longer connected to the future worries, which is a lower one. You see, this is how manifesting works, okay? So, return to yourself, meditate, of course, and put this in your mind that there is no future anyway, because there's not. Are you experiencing the future right now? No, you can't. It's impossible. You're only experiencing now. So be here. Be right here. Do things slower. Boom, move things a little slower, more intentionally. Right? That gets you into the now. Also, if there's something that you like to do, like cooking, right? Or, I don't know, a hobby that you like to do, do it. Do it, and this will get your mind off of this. Then once you're a little bit more clear, you can start visualizing future possibilities, right? where you can attract more abundant timelines. Because there's a situation that's happening to you right now, Ridma, that's causing these future worries. Yeah? So what you can do is relax yourself, come back to the present. Then once you're in a neutral state, or at least close to neutrality, you can then visualize future outcomes for yourself that are about abundance. I mean, you can do it tonight. Visualize a version of yourself that's already healed, that's already stress-free. You will bring that version of you here. And again, like I said, once you're stress-free, the universe will match that, and it doesn't matter what happens in the future, because now you're in this frequency. So the universe will have no choice but to give you this frequency's outcomes. But what to do when you are alone? What to do when you are alone and the whole society and family keeps judging us, and we know they are not awake, and why does it matter, Priya? Why are you so focused on these people in society? Again, it's not about people and things on the outside. It's not about events on the outside. That's not the spiritual journey. The journey is about you. The journey is about your expression of self. The journey is about universe, the self. Your relationship, personal relationship with God. That's the journey. So stop thinking about society. Stop thinking about family. They don't know. You can't expect them to know what you know. You're an old soul. They are not. You're an advanced spiritual being. They're still learning their lessons and their karma and stuff. You can't expect them to know. So you can't expect to be angry of that. You can't expect to be feeling anything like that. Again, you have to take the higher mind. Understand what's going on. Understand the game. Oh, they're just going through what they have to go through for their evolution. Don't take it personally. Don't take it seriously. When the moment you take it too serious, what society says or whatever, and you focus so much on this is the law of focus, by the way. If you focus so much that society hates us empaths, and it brings us down and all these things, and you keep doing that over and over again, you're going to bring that here. Focus instead on life is beautiful. Because God created this place beautifully for our evolution. Even if there are negative people out there, they are also part of the grand cosmic evolution that is happening right now. Or else all these people wouldn't be waking up. There's millions of people waking up right now. And there's going to be millions more. In the future, it's gonna be insane, the new Earth, and it's just beginning, right? Gratitude. Start with gratitude for the experience that you have, and for the small things. Thank you, God, for this air that I'm breathing. Thank you, God, for the water that you're giving me. Thank you, God, for the fire. Thank you, God, for the earth. Thank you, God, for my tree that's in my backyard, right? Whatever, right? Be appreciative of things, yeah? Am I an earth angel? I do get divine downloads also in the twin flame journey. All right, this will be the last question I answer, and then I gotta get out of here, okay, guys? Yeah, I do feel like you're a light worker for sure. I do feel like you came here actually, you came not just to have a twin flame journey, right? You also came here to manipulate energy in certain ways. I don't know if you've figured that out yet, or if you're going to later on. Like alchemy, right? But this kind of might even feel like with your hands as well. You also came here to spread joy and love. So this is Earth Angel stuff, right? Also, it feels like you have other versions of yourself. There's also a seventh dimensional version of yourself, right? It's kind of like has some wings, I think, like an angel as well. And there's other versions of you as well. I can't really see them properly at this moment, but I do see the seventh dimensional version of you. Okay, you might be matching more to this version of you, which is like a creator self. Okay, all you need to do is believe now. Know that you're this version of you. Once you know, right? Because this is what happened with myself. I was told by a reader, and then again by someone literally random, but I know it was divinely orchestrated on my TikTok, and they told me that I was innocent and master. Once they told me that, once I truly believed it, because I didn't believe it at first, once I truly began to believe it and know it, my abilities came in. Once I knew that, okay, this is exactly what I am, because there's no way that this felt so divinely orchestrated, right? Once I decided and knew that this is what I was, I began to channel super easily, right? So it's the same with you. Know that you are this. If it's in your heart, no, yeah, I'm already this. Of course I am. Done. Your abilities will start coming in. Okay. Okay, guys. I gotta get out of here, okay? I'll answer the last two questions, and that's it, okay, guys? The last two questions, I'll answer them. Andrew, have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender? It's one of my favorite shows of all time, my friend. Yes, of course I have. Yeah, great show. I think there's a new show coming out too, and I think there's like a movie coming out. So, yeah. Um, Last question, okay? Simran, excuse me. Hey Edgar, how to know about my soul mission virally? Okay, how do you know about your soul mission, your divine purpose? Okay, the best way to do this to understand your soul's purpose is that you already have it inside of you. Okay, your soul's purpose comes with your um, passions, right? These are like original signature energies. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, the things that you like that bright you up, or if you look in your past, right, things that you like to do. Like for myself, I would just love teaching people. I did boxing, I did soccer, and I just love teaching little kids how to box. I love teaching little kids how to play. It was just a thing that I like to do. I like to coach. So that's part of why I'm doing what I'm doing here as well. So it's the same thing with you. If look in your life, oh, I like to sing, or I like music, or I like this, or whatever. That's a part of your signature expression, which is your throat chakra authenticity, right? You came to Earth to express that, and then that becomes your soul's purpose. Then you can find a business or a career or whatever related to this passion. You understand? If you can't find this passion yet, you still need to self-discover yourself more, know yourself, and to do more shadow work, because it's there, but it's being blocked by I can't do this, I will never be able to do this, I don't feel safe to do this, right? All these blockages. So it's there, it's just blocked. So I'll uncover that with shadow work, okay, and inner child healing. And again, if you want to take advantage of tonight's, um, portal, visualize a version of yourself that's already healed. A version of yourself that knows this is what I want to do. Even if you don't know exactly what it is that you want to do yet, just a version of yourself that is like, oh, I already know what I want to do. Even if it doesn't show it, right? You're going to get closer to that version of yourself. The law of assumption, my friends, is the most powerful law in manifesting. The most powerful law. I don't care what anyone says. Okay. Okay, guys, I gotta get out of here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Thank you guys for always supporting me. Go check out the Discord, guys. Go check out my Patreon, guys, if you guys want my exact ritual that I use for Lionsgate. And there's also a guided meditation, which, by the way, I know there's only one guided meditation, but I promise you there's going to be way more guided meditations coming up. Okay, guys? Go check out my community post if you guys want just a post on what to do for the law of attraction and law of assumption. And yeah, good luck, guys. You guys got this. You guys can do anything you guys set your mind to, as long as you believe. And take action, guys. Embody it as well. It's very important to take action once you're done with your visualizations. Embody who you are and then take action towards that, no matter the outcome. All right? Bye, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Adios.